Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Joined right now by our good friend Ryan Repp from Brownells. Ryan, it's a great show. I mean, we were just talking about how much we're enjoying this thing.
Yeah.
And we get together with all of our old friends, and everybody always comes up and says exactly the same thing, which I'm going to say to you. What's new?
What's new?
Yeah.
Well, what's new at Brownells? We've got cool things coming in 2022.
Okay.
And we'll get started, Tom. So the first thing is, and the thing that was probably most popular for us at Range Day was our new MPO donut scope. So a couple years ago,
you guys have gotten into optics.
We did, yeah. A couple years ago, we got into optics, and I would say the goal of our optics program is to where we can squeeze out just a little bit more quality for the price, right? So
okay.
we try to keep the price at a really manageable with a really good quality scope. And so we're out with our MPO line. We call it Match Precision Optics. We got a 1-6 out this time called a donut.
And a donut reticle?
It's got a donut reticle, yeah. So it looks exactly like a donut in the reticle. Really fast target acquisition.
Sure.
You could stay on top of it. Very clear. But the really cool part of this one is that it's at $440 price point, and you get Japanese glass.
For those who don't know, Japanese glass is what you want. I mean, that's the real good stuff.
That's right.
Because there are frankly, a lot of optics are coming from other countries, China, and man, when you can get Japanese glass, that's an upgrade.
It's an upgrade, yeah. And at the $440, I think it's $439.99 will be the price on it. It's available for pre-order now. Yeah. We'll kind of own the market at that price point.
Primarily competition.
Yeah, it's primarily competitive.
But you know what? I would put that on a home defense gun.
No, it would be perfect. It would be great for like a CQB type situation.
Right. I mean, if I put that thing on one power with a donut,
right.
You just put the donut where you want it to go, and do what you got to do.
That's exactly it. And I think the part that people were really excited about out at Range Day was still no problem hitting a 3-inch plate at 150 with it.
Right. Because you can dial it up to 6 power, you're good to go.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. All right. So that's your optics deal. I know you got other things going.
Yeah. So we got a couple of additions coming in the BRN 180 line. Of course, it's the copy of it's the Brownells version of the AR 18 or AR 180 that was go back in the 60s,
the
right?
Original.
Yeah, and those BRN 180s have been tremendously popular. And so we're just out with, it's available now as the BRN Sport model, which is a slight edit to the charging handle. So in the original AR 180, it had kind of a charging handle that kind of came out and up. Well, with modern day mounts, sometimes that interferes. So some of the feedback that we had there was to straighten out the profile of the charging handle. And we did it because it's a sport version. We did a delete on the dust cover.
What is the appeal beyond just, this is historical, this is cool, this is what it used to be? What's the appeal of somebody buying a BRN 180?
I think that they really like that internal gas piston system, and they like that they can have something that they can fold up really easily.
Well, like I say, people don't. If they haven't seen it, they got to go to the website because you have a folding stock on this because of the internal gas system.
That's right. It does not need a buffer system, so you can shoot it folded easily. Of course, we have other options. Law Tactical being a great option for if you want to make your current gun a folder. But the BRN 180s have just been crazy popular. Plus, I think it's something just a little bit different.
Yes, yes. I already have 3 or 6 or 12 ARs. Right. That's which a lot of us do.
Right.
And you go, I want something different.
Yeah.
This is cool. And you guys have gotten huge into the whole builder world.
Yeah. That's it's kind of funny. We actually had a discussion amongst our leadership team a while back, and we kind of looking around at the various folks who do what we do, and what really is our unique piece. And our unique piece is that we focus on the guy who's kind of rolling his own, right? The guy who wants to make edits to his gun, make it better, make it faster, make it more accurate. And so we're really gonna be focusing on more kits and that sort of thing to help builders do what they do, and that includes education.
It occurs to me, I'm just thinking about Brownells, the history of Brownells.
Yeah.
This is absolutely true to the original Brownells, which is selling gunsmith parts and kits and tools to people who are doing modifications or even building guns on their kitchen table.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, Tom, you go way back with our company just as well as anybody. But it's kind of funny when I sit and I'm very much aware of the history of the company. I think about the things that Bob Brownell did and the things that Pete Brownell is doing now, two generations later. And they're very similar in a way. So
different products, but the same thing.
Right. And I'm even really specifically talking about the education. So we've got a great YouTube channel. We bring people in. We help them understand. We help them how to build. Help them understand how to build. We're going to continue to do more of that. But Bob Brownell,
Gunsmith Kinks.
I mean, it's just literally the
version of volume 1, 2, and 3, right?
That's it.
Of Kinks. And that was basically how to do these things. It was educational before we had, video streaming.
That's right. So we just literally do it now in a very different way.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
and you guys have a full media center that you take advantage of there.
We do, yeah. We know right now the best place to find us on, our content really is on YouTube. The website doesn't host it really well, but there's cool news coming on the website.
Talk to me.
Yeah, so I will even say that those of us on the leadership team and down through the organization are not happy with the current website. And it really depends on, from the customer's perspective, what your level of kind of ability, what your firearm level of knowledge is, because lots of people can go to the site now. If you're a real hardcore gun guy, you know exactly where to go, you know exactly where to find things.
Okay.
But for that, less than PhD gun guy, somebody's in gun high school.
You can get lost in there.
It's easy to get lost.
Okay.
So Q3, we're looking at, we will launch a new website that is far more robust. But for the end user, it's going to be far easier to find things.
Okay.
There's some back-end technology that we're working on to make it easier to find things, to make sure the specs are more clear on all the products.
Because your existing website and software and all is probably somewhere in the 10-year-old.
It's you're always kind of tweaking on websites.
Yeah,
but its basis is beyond 10 years, frankly.
Yeah, and that's forever.
Oh,
so, and I know the rest of us are going, yeah, that's fine. How's it going to affect me? Internally, you're looking at it going, this is such a major thing. It's going to take a long time and great big buckets of money to do.
Oh, yeah, tremendously. I mean, so there's always the website, the thing that everybody sees, but there's like 6 systems behind it.
Right.
And replacing those, you have to do
inventory.
First.
It's like, okay, if we're out of it here, we don't want it to be still showing up on the website. As simple as that.
Exactly. So that's been a 4-year process. So the first,
holy cow.
Yeah, so the huge tech transformational year, but the other thing that we will be able to do is you won't have to go to YouTube to find it. We'll have a great content section on the site that'll be navigable.
You can host your own videos.
Yeah, it'll be far more robust there, so people could find the content they want without us having to rely on YouTube, obviously.
Well, so smart, because as we have talked about, at any given time on any of these social media platforms, they could just say, no guns, gone.
Yeah, and you can't, particularly doing what we do. We can't play on somebody else's playground.
Right. Smart. All right. So what else you guys got going?
Yeah, those are the highlights. There is one quick interesting one coming from in the BRN 180 line again. Is it's probably in the summer a 7.62 by 39 version of the BRN 180. So I think that one will be pretty popular. It's not on the site yet. We're still we were hoping to have it by the show. It's still not running quite right. So obviously we're not going to go to market with something we don't like yet quite. But I think that'll be pretty popular for us as well.
And I don't want us to end without talking about one other thing. People are planning their summer vacations now.
Yeah.
And you have like one of the greatest showrooms, gun store, visitor center places. It's just so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. We've got a place right on I-80. If you're cruising through Iowa, it's about an hour east of Des Moines. You cannot miss the building right there, and it's open to the public. We're open 7 days a week there.
Is that the exit for Grinnell?
It's the Grinnell exit.
Yeah.
For those familiar, it's exit 182 in Iowa.
Okay. And if you are flying a small plane, you can land at the Grinnell Airport, and it's a short hike to the Brownells building from there.
You can walk from there, or if you're our good friend Doug Turnbull, you just land directly in the field next to it.
Did he really?
He actually did that one time.
He's got for those who don't know, Doug has a PA-12. Piper PA-12, which I actually have a PA-12 also. But Doug's is fixed up for exactly. He go land in a cornfield or something, and there might be a cornfield in Iowa somewhere.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we could find one.
Ryan, thank you so much. If people want to know more, just brownells.com.
That's it.
There you go.